What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Dope. Alright, man, look. Alright, man, look. Let's discuss race in boxing. Water. If this topic makes you feel uncomfortable to discuss race, and that's half the problem, isn't it? We all have differences, that's obvious. We can't discuss or celebrate our differences. That's the problem. Some of us, we do celebrate our differences. We just cover it up with something else, a disguise. We'll talk about that later. Some of us, we celebrate our differences in the open. Feel that we can and we should. Talk about that now. Let's discuss. First, America has a very disgusting past. We know that. It's disgusting. I mean, there's many words for it. Disgusting is probably the best thing I can say about the past. But you can still feel the residue of the past. It's a scab that keeps getting picked. Let's start here. Mexican fighters, Filipino fighters, but let's talk Mexican fighters and their fan base, the Mexican fan base. You have Mexican fighters who have no problem, don't apologize about fighting for Mexico. Viva la Mexico. Can speak English well. Choose not to. I'm going to speak the native tongue. Let my following understand I do it for you. Not sure if there's anything wrong with that, is it? They definitely don't ask for permission to do so. They don't apologize. So what happens is you have the black fan base who says, I'm going to celebrate and root for black fighters. There's no problem. They are allowed to do so. I'm going to do so myself. Why can't I? Well, no one said you can't. They're not asking for permission. Why should you? And why should you give an announcement that you're going to? Why do you feel that you have to? You don't need permission. Then what happens is the white fans say, well, wait a second. If I were to do half the things or celebrate the white fighters, say, hey, look, I'm a white boxing fan for white fighters. I'm going to be seen as a racist. If I would be labeled as a racist, then you doing that, you're racist. Only rooting for black fighters. You're racist. There's no way I can create a white fighting fan community. Be labeled racist. Time out. We all have our differences, okay? And when I said earlier that we celebrate our differences and then we judge others and we kind of cover it with like a mask or like a disguise and we don't realize we're doing so. For example, why must he wear that bling? And why must he dance to the ring, on his way to the ring? And why must he be so brash and open-minded and punch somebody and dance when he's doing it? Why must he be that way? Why can't he just be humble and more blue collar? Well, then you have that culture, people who represent that, say, that's how we are. I understand that. Where I come from, I get that. You think it's despicable because that's not where you are. That's not where you're from. That's not how you are. That's not your culture. Mexican fighters, balls, cojones, hunt you down, Where are you going? You can't run forever. It's their culture. Their fans, they get that. That's how we are. I'm pretty sure Filipinos looking at Manny Pacquiao there, you represent how we are. I can identify with you. I'm sure white fans look at a white fighter and say, I get how you speak. I get what you do. I'm of you. We share a similar background. I can identify with you. What can possibly be wrong with that? I get it. You're cheering on who you can identify with. The problem occurs when you are insecure about it, when you feel that you can't. The problem also occurs when someone that you're watching you can't relate to and then pass judgment on him. You just don't understand him, and it's not your job to pass judgment, or because you don't understand him, he has to be something that you degrade. That's not your job. And it doesn't matter. That's where the problem lies. I don't get that person and how he is. But I'm pretty sure there's a group of people who do, and I'm not going to judge them either. We're different. We're different. Me, on the other hand, in this channel, what I've tried to create with this community, very diverse group who brings their differences to the community, express themselves with less hate, just express themselves. Because me as an analyst, I love boxing too much. I do. Lomachenko, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Canelo Alvarez, all these guys, Manny Pacquiao, all these guys. I look at them and I say, man, one hell of a victory. I see how you did that. Great. And if they fail, let me analyze why they fail, where their failures happen. Dang, that style didn't match with that. It's a beautiful thing. See, I'm a combative person. I like combat. It really doesn't matter. I just appreciate the sport, if you want to call it that. It's a fight. That's what it is. So this is the perfect place to express your differences. Don't be colorblind, because that means that you can't tell the difference and you're lying. Know that I'm black. Know that he's Filipino and he's Chinese and he's Mexican. And understand that that's a white person right there. That doesn't mean that you have to attach value to them. ShowBizz the dope. If you're going to celebrate, applaud, root for who you identify with, you don't have to ask for permission. Just do it. I'm out.